Alright, this video shows the very first layer of a particular, it's a puzzle, I guess a puzzle game, and the reason I print in this fashion is for various reasons, but one of them is you have a contrast in color. You see the blue here, this is blue, and so then if you're printing, say, white in this instance, you can kind of see how transparent it is, okay? And this shows just how well the first layer is going down. This gives you a very good indication of how close the table is to the nozzle. So if you're seeing a lot of gaps or laying of filament through here, then you have a problem and then you stop the print. This being the very first layer, it's very important that it goes down properly so that the filament or the printer has something to build on. But in this particular case, when it first started, it did the skirt, and then it did all the lines, all the outlines. Okay, and then you can see how well all the outlines went down. Okay, this gives you another great indication, the skirt, and then the lines as it's outlining. There you go, you can kind of see all the lines. I don't do any purging over here. That purge line, basically that's useless. I use the skirt because it's actually a better indication of the entire surface of the bed. So as long as it's flat, which it is, because in this case, the way I print, I use a mirror, because from the factory, the mirror has to be flat or else it'll look like a clown mirror. So this is a good start by having a surface that's flat and also removable. That's what these clips are for. So you can remove it after the print is complete. So basically, it's kind of interesting to watch what this print does, and it'll actually print, you know, over here, over there, come around, and now it's come back to finish this line right here, okay, because for whatever reason it went and finished that part of it over here, and now it's coming back to finish that part there. So anyway, this is a perfect start to a perfect print. In this particular case, it will finish unless something else goes awry. So you see that line, the very last line in a second here, just as it finishes, nice and clean all the way across. Now it's going to go and finish the rest. So anyway, I also wanted to show something here that's interesting right there. See my set point there for the bed is 0. You know what that means? That means I'm not heating the bed. I've never heated the bed when doing it in this fashion. I show this every time, and all I've seen is people having problems with the print surface or having problems with the electronic gizmo that they have on the side here. It's not quite working well. But if you start out with a completely flat surface to begin with, then this little gizmo is useless because it doesn't need to find any high or low spots because they don't exist. On this particular bed here, this mirror is flat all the way across. So once you've leveled or trammed the bed, then that does nothing, okay? I mean, it's useless because it's supposed to find any highs and lows and account for it. But if you already have a flat surface to work with, then this won't find any highs and lows because there isn't any, okay? You know that for a fact. So I'm going to go up here. You see the extruder here. This is the plastic extruder. This is the original plastic extruder from the factory. If this arm here does something, say it cracks or does something wrong, don't change the whole thing like everybody seems to do. Is when that cracks, they change everything. Then they have to do E-steps, change the stepper, change the gears, do all this stuff to get it to work again. And basically, that's a lot of wasted time and money and energy. Keep the body of the extruder. If it's nothing wrong with it, just use it. Change the lever. You can buy that for like $3. Takes you 5 minutes. Take out that little screw right there and replace it. And you're back to printing with no E-step changes, no changes in the gear, stepper, or anything. So just change it out. That's remove and replace. Go back to printing with confidence. So I have the white Bowden tube, which I use it because I print PLA. I have my filament is mounted here on the side because I wanted more direct path right here for the filament to go into the extruder. You don't want any friction on the inlet of the extruder because it'll wear the hole bigger. So So this is what I do, so I don't have to print any arms or gears or levers or doohickeys to redirect the filament, when all I did was move it here on the side, not up here. I don't know why it's up there, just because the picture on the box shows it up there. So anyway, that's a good thing to do. You can see here again, it's a stock standard hot end. This is the original, no fancy hot end for whatever reason, because all it needs to do is take filament from the extruder through a Bowden tube down into the hot end and to the table. This does this as you see it. I mean, this is working as you see it right now. There's nothing fancy. There's no bells and whistles on here. As long as you've got good heat, airflow here, as long as the heat sink is properly cooled, you have no issues. We've got our part cooling fan over here, and it's not quite started up yet because it goes into a couple of layers before this will even start. So we're looking good. Right here, again, no changes to the springs. Those are original. Those came with the printer. No need for chunks of silicone blocks under there, or the yellow springs or whatever. The reason they change is because they don't know how to set it up properly. So there you go. That's the original springs, and it's printing right now. Okay, so I'm not hiding anything. I'm not covering anything up. This is exactly how it prints as you see it right now. Okay, so again, no heat to the bed. It doesn't feel like a heating, warming device. Okay, because it's just not needed. Again, 0 set point, 212 on the nozzle. This is white PLA. This is smooth across here as it should be, the very first layer. You can see nicely how it's going down. This is perfect. If you can get this on your first layer, it'll continue on from there, no problem. But there you go, clean. But again, the contrast in color using the tape gives you an idea just how well it's doing. Okay, I mean, this is all perfect here, a little different here, but that's nothing. That's nothing when it comes to 3D printing, because the second layer will come across here. It has a great little surface to work with. So don't overkill the thing. Just do the right thing, and it will print as you see it right now. No bullshit. Okay, so there you go. Oh, right here, just real quick. No raft, no brim, no messy ass glue stick, rubbed all over the place. Okay, this is as it's going down right now. All right. Thank you for watching. And again, if you want to print, if you want to quit messing around, quit messing with the printer. It came from the factory as you see it right here, and it's working. They did all the hard stuff. All you got to do is put it together properly. Don't mess around with it and add a bunch of crap to it because you think you're reinventing the wheel. No need to do that. This is proof right here. It's happening. I'm not hiding anything. This is it. All right. Happy printing.